Hello YouTube, I'm back again. I didn't get to finish what I was doing because I don't know how to do this. I'm new to this game. But I got something to finish saying. When I was speaking about the government, if you look under natural laws trumps any law except for God's law. Who says that we got to pay taxes? The government? Who says that we are not allowed to do with our land what we want to do with it? The government? Who the hell is the government? They're just a bunch of high-ranked people that's got a lot of money. And that money is because we give it to them. We give them the power to take from us. We give them I don't even know how to say this, but we're just giving them too much power. We need to take that power back from them and take it for ourselves. Our land, it's no longer free. Our food is not free. Nothing is free anymore. No one wants to help each other, especially the government. You think they care about a snitching on someone? The law says they out there to protect you. How are they out there to protect you when they're asking a man to snitch? They're putting another man in the backfield to get hurt. That man that did the snitching, now he's going to have to worry about his kids dying. He's going to have to worry about his mother dying. It goes way back. Snitching is for cowards. Be a man. Take the rap for the shit you do. The government and nothing with these drugs. The government saying they're trying to stop the drugs. Man, that's bullshit. It's all about controlled population. They're not going to stop something that's taking us out. They're going to make us think that we are. They're going to make us think that our hard-earned dollars and taxes go to that bullshit. But all they're doing is putting in their pockets, going upstairs, eating them a big old fat meal and going to sleep. They don't care which one of us that they hang out and dry. The government cares nothing about us. Nothing about our lands. Nothing about our people. All they care is about getting fat and getting that money. The wars these days. What war are we fighting? What are we fighting war for? Can anyone tell me why we're having war with this overseas countries all the time? I got family that was in the military. And I grew up a military style life. I wish I could have fought in it, but I didn't. But to all them real American, the Vietnam vets, the World War I and World War II vets, man, that was war. I know I'm coming back to this, but like I said, I don't know too much about this YouTube stuff. But all they're going to do is send our innocent men over there, overseas, to die. We need our men here. We need our women here. You think I care if them people overseas eat? I don't care about them just as much as they don't care about me. Why does we got to help all these overseas countries when we have poverty, we have poor, we have homeless here in the United States? The government's worried about taking care of them people out there. They ain't worried about no one on these streets here in the United States. We've got vets out there that have sleep in swamps up to their necks, up against each other. 40 days of nothing but rain. What are these boys in these wars fighting now? What are they fighting for? They're fighting for a government that gives two shits less how many people die a year. Come on, people, wake up. Natural law trumps any law. Look it up. Natural law is God's law. And that's where I'm taking back what God gave me. That's my God-given right to speak when I want, say what I want, do what I want, have guns, have it all. That's my God-given right. How are they going to take something from me, that God give me, that my forefathers give me, that He gave you? All of y'all just worried about the government and what they're going to do and what they're going to say. I'm one of them people. I don't care what I say. I don't care whose feelings I hurt. I love everyone in this world. Black, white, Mexican, Hispanic. I don't care if you're here and you're legit legal and you're not a board jumper, or a border jumper as they would call them, get your shit right. Do it the right way. And Donald Trump thinks he's doing something for this world. Yeah, you might have helped us do a few things. You might have got us, getting us out of debt. But you're dividing our nation. You're hurting people that don't need to be hurt. You're helping people get out of jail. I don't care if they were in the military or not. If they did wrong, they should spend their time in jail or their prison. Anything that we do, we should take blame for ourselves. We should love everyone. But we don't. We should love our nation. The freedom to just help each other. Help our land. I'm not worried about what's going on overseas. Anybody else out there worried about what's going on overseas? Nah, I highly doubt you are. But you're doing it because the government asked you to. What if we asked the government to do something for us? The cops, the police, anybody, man, FBI, they all work for us. We pay them. The schools, they work for us. The police department, they work for us. The government works for us, period, in any type, fashion, shape, or way. And we're just going to keep letting them take from us? That's not America. We're going to sit there and say that, well, if you do this, you're going to go to jail. If you do this with your land, you're going to go to jail. Or you do this with your guns, you're going to go to jail. That makes no sense to me at all. How can they tell us what to do when it's our God-given right? That's all we do is worry about what they want us to do. Worried about when we can sleep, when we can take a bath. They're controlling everything. Look at these smart TVs and shit. They got cameras in them. They put them in there so they can watch everything we do and hear everything we do. These cameras on phones. It's so they can watch us. So they can keep an eye on us. 90% of the people in this world, well, I ain't going to say 90, about 75% of these people, they're in the Illuminati. Fuck the Illuminati. Who do they have backing them? The devil? Worshippers? Nah, I got God backing me. And that's all I need. And yeah, this goes out to the government. And I got one thing to say about a fucking rapper. And his name is Eminem. You done forgot where you came from, son. You think you're bad because you went through drug addiction? You think you're bad because you went through bullshit with your baby's mama? We've all done that. We've all lived that way. You're just another statistic with a name on it. You ain't no different than anyone else. You got some money in your pocket. Who really cares about that? I'll tell you who cares. People like you. I bet you're one of them people that if you seen a homeless man on the street, you wouldn't even bat an eye at him. You're probably one of them guys that think your shit don't stink. But guess what, buddy? You wake up and put your pants on the same way I do. You go around here thinking you a god. What are you a god of? Everybody's afraid of you. What for? You're just a skeleton. You need to clean out your closets and stop telling everybody what they need to do. I'm a white boy from Clifton Forge and I don't like you, Eminem. You're a piece of shit in my eyes. You don't forgot who you was. You don't let the government, you don't let that money go to your head. You always saying you burying these people. You ain't doing nothing with them. Look at Machine Gun Kelly. You think you hurt him? You made his career better. You're just a has-been that don't want to give up. What have you done that's made any sense? Everybody in this world has drug addictions. Everybody in this world fights with their other spouses or whatever over their kids. Woo-wee, you've got a kid. You fought with your mother. You're cleaning out your closet. Well, you ain't nothing but a closet seeker. You're trying to clean everything out but your own and your own life. Like I said, so what? You had a drug addiction. I had a drug addiction. What's that make me? An old addict just like yourself. You can't change yourself. You can't change being who you are. You're a piece of shit singer that forgot where you came from. You think you better than everyone in the rap game. What about them old boys that started for the white boys? Huh? You never talk about them good old times and them good old boys that started this shit before you was alive. Come on, Em. Your music used to have meaning to it. Now it's just a bunch of hoopla. It's a bunch of words that nobody really gives a shit about. They kiss your ass because they think you're a god. You're not a god, son. You're just a little fellow on top of the totem pole. They're just waiting to flick you off. They done boosted your head. Everyone done boosted your head. Like you're this statue. Oh, he's the Holy One. You're not holy. You're not better than me. You might have more money than me, but I bet you I lived a harder life than you. You're a punk in my eyes. You've given up. You're crying. You're whining about these little, oh, I had a drug addiction. I had to go to rehab for it. Man, people do that every day. People go to court every day for their kids. People stand up for their kids every day. You see them getting a commission they should be getting for being good parents? Nah, you sing a little bit of rap songs and think it sounds good. What sounds good about it? All you're doing is talking bullshit anyways. If it wasn't for Dre, you wouldn't have been nothing anyways. I'm just tired of sitting back watching you think that you're better than everyone. I'm just a good old country boy. Chris Walton, a.k.a. Big Country. I have a lifestyle. I live that life. You were raised up in some little trailer court in Detroit. So what? We have trailer courts around here too. I'm proud of you that you made it out of the court alive. But other than that, what'd you do? What have you done for this country? What have you done for this nation? You ain't done nothing but put on a bunch of damn songs and that's all you've done. Where's the Wish Foundation? You a part of that? No. Mm-mm. You're too damn good to be on a Wish program or to do anything like that. You just think you're better because you got more money. You're just like the government. You're scum. No one's really afraid of you. Well, I don't know. Some people might be. But what have you done? For real. What have you done to make any sense to me? All you've done is whine and cried about the shit you've done in life. Well, guess what, buddy? People's done it before. Guess what, buddy? It'll happen even after you. But like I said, this goes out to Eminem. The government, soon as they're done with you, just like Tupac and Biggie and the rest of them, you're done. Snap a finger, you're not going to be nothing. You mean nothing. Man, come back to where you used to be. Come back to the rapper that everybody cared about. Stop worrying about dissing people and think you can just destroy people because you want to. Man, one day you may need them people that you're destroying. You may need that person that you're destroying their lives. Their way of making money for their family. Do you feel good dissing people? Do you feel putting that man out of a job? Do you feel good about that? Man, I don't know how you can sleep at night, knowing that you did that to that person because you can. But like I said, you ain't no God. You're just a has-been, washed-up rapper that you need to just go ahead and give up. You'll never be as good as you used to be. You're getting old. All you do is whine anymore. And bitch and moan. That's all you do, and that's all you ever will do. Now back to the government. I'm done. I'm done took out the trash. It's waiting for the trash men to pick it up. Now back to the government. Y'all always say that we have free rights to do what we want to do. Tell me why I can't park a beat up down car on my property without hearing something from the government. Oh, you got to move this. Where's the ass whoopings for the kids? The government is taking the rights away from the parents. That's why half of these kids are the way they are. Because parents can't touch them. The schooling. Why do we even have teachers, principals, and any of that? The only thing's teaching nowadays is books. Is computers. That's all teaching our students. I know 18-year-old kids that graduated and can't even spell their own damn name. So why are we paying for teachers? Why are we paying for principals? I'll tell you why. Because it's a waste of money. Because it's what's putting our place in debt. Why can't we teach our kids at home? They can learn the same thing at home off a computer as they can in the school. But hell, half the kids that are taught in their house are way smarter than half the kids I see now. What's the government going to do when the money folds? And they don't have that money. How's all these rich people going to survive? And the reason why I don't think they could survive if it ever come to an apocalypse or end of the world or whatever is because they always been paying someone to do their jobs for them. They're paying it to babysit. They're paying other people to build houses for them. You need to be a real man and woman and get out there and do it your damn self where you feel proud of it. How can anybody feel proud of someone building something for them? Get out there and use your own two hands that God gave you to build, that God gave you to love. That's back to the veterans. I love the veterans that fought for my rights. I love the veterans that fought for the right fight. Now, like I said, we just sticking our nose where it don't belong. So what if they don't have peace in another country? What's that got to do with us? What's that got to do with our men? What's that got to do with our women that's fighting for supposedly what they call freedom? Ain't nothing free. We ain't free. Free from what? The government's never going to let you be free unless you take it back. Take back what's yours. Stop giving and start receiving. Believe in yourself. Be yourself. Stop being someone that you think you got to be because you got a little bit of money in your pocket. I don't understand the world today. And I'm sorry, but nose itches, I'm going to do what I got to do. But the way I grew up, you helped each other. You loved each other. You cherished each other. That ain't what's going on anymore. Doesn't you think it's kind of weird? That we've given up that easy, that quick, that fast. Come on, people. We're better than this. We're better than the government. We could run this world a whole lot better if it was the citizens running the government. Could you imagine what they would do if they had to pay us? If they had to do what we told them to do? How would they feel about it? That's what they're doing to us. And just, God, it just bugs me how quick everybody wants to give up. Including myself sometimes. But I'm not giving up no more. I'm going to fight the real fight. I'm going to help people. I'm going to help the homeless. I'm going to help the poor. All everyone has to do is help out one person a day, and you'll make a big difference in this world. I'm not helping no one overseas. I'm not helping none of them kids. They're not mine. They're all God's children. But we have people that's starving here in the U.S. We have kids. We have moms with kids that are by themselves. We have dads that are with kids that are homeless. Our military, they're getting out and just thrown away like they're a piece of garbage. How's that right to them? They fought for us. They're fighting for us now. I salute every one of you in the military. If it wasn't for y'all guys, we wouldn't have nothing. But the real vets is who we need to thank and who we need to get off the streets. And when I say real vets, I mean the ones that fought on the front line. There wasn't no buttons to push. They either got in a foxhole or something, or they died. Or they had to hide themselves under dead bodies. That is war. Half these war, I've been told, We started the fire. We stirred up the fire, and then they start shooting back at us, and then we're bullies. We're not Americans no more. We're just big-ass bullies, and America has a weak back. Make our backbone stronger, and rejoice, come together again, and make our country strong. All families come together. Sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, nephews, I don't care. You need to come back together and love each other. Hell with the shit you've done in the past to each other. You can't change it. But you can make your future right. Well, this is Chris Walton, a.k.a. Big Country. Holler at you later.